Welcome to Sportsball. I'm Tyler Coe, Mia Khalifa. This is the best and only show about sports culture, and we're happy you guys are joining us today. The show is presented by Zach Smith's Cock Rings, made by Dick for Dick. Wear it at home, your athletic department, or the White House. Don't choke your wife, choke yourself.
Laugh track, laugh track, laugh track.
You can clap now. That's, yeah.
That was actually very good.
Yeah, it's amazing. Did you see the story? Has anybody seen the story? The story that will not die.
Okay, listen. Aside from him being just the absolute scum of the earth, I never want anyone to look at my Amazon history.
Oh, yeah, mine would be all over the place.
Yeah, I kind of have, this story made me feel just a sliver of sympathy for him.
It is bad. This is the stuff that I don't really care about. You care about the important stuff like him abusing his wife.
Where is he going to have a trip to his wife's house? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Of course it's gonna...
But to the athletic center, he was sending these things, $2,000 worth. And it's a very specific...
They're not cheap, though.
They're not. Sex toys are expensive.
Right?
Very expensive.
I mean, it's almost cheaper to get a boyfriend.
It is cheaper, yeah. Well, for you, I don't need to buy a boyfriend. I don't need a boyfriend. I have other friends. But the things these things are amazing. I don't know whether or not it's a sex toy or a fucking play call. Like this one. Men's Spider Enhancer Thong Triple Ring, Captain Chemo. Sounds like fucking John Gruden. Spider 2 White Banana.
Yes. Oh my God.
Like these are,
Wait, what? Where does that even go?
So it goes around your butt. It's a triple cock
That one was only $12.
Right, what's the next one we got there?
Bodywear Metallic Erotic C-Strap Gold, $16. It must be 14 karat. That's definitely not the price.
So it's like gold around your dick.
It must be vermeil. That'll stain your cock. Modern Men's Metallic Ring Thong, white, extra large. It sounds like my Starbucks order.
Extra large for his extra large package.
Sounds like my mail order husband.
Oh.
White, extra large.
Look at the last page, though. The last page.
Oh, I'm excited.
Best page.
No. Candyman's Jock Suspenders, extra large. Wildman T-Ball Lifter, extra large.
That's a play call.
That is definitely a play call.
Wild T-Ball Lifter on 2-on-2.
Yep. Flare Harness, large/extra large. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. We are getting demonetized for this episode, and it's going to be worth it.
Well, it's because it doesn't matter. We're not making any money on this show.
That's true.
But we are selling Zach Smith's cock rings and shame and embarrassment. I love this.
God, I do feel for him. Like,
this is the embarrassing stuff.
My Amazon order history.
Oh, there's some things.
My manager accidentally saw it once, and he goes, "We need to create another account for the business." That was just his only reaction.
It is kind of embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing. Like, I was shook it to my core.
I mean, it's not like the biggest thing for like, okay, so like I mainly buy like, I'll buy clothes off Amazon, so like I'll buy like the same t-shirt, because that's what guys do. You buy the same t-shirt.
You buy clothes off Amazon?
Yeah, you get the same V-neck, different colors. You get a pack of 6.
Like undershirts.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
No, not undershirts. Shirts I actually wear out in public. This is what guys do. You don't fucking know, okay? This is what we do.
You know what?
We buy the same t-shirt.
I just had my experience with a boy using a shampoo for literally every body part. And it just blew my mind.
How many body parts could you have a different shampoo
So I have a different shampoo for my hair, a different conditioner for my hair.
That makes sense.
Body wash.
I get that. Okay.
Face wash.
4.
Huh?
That's 4. I'm counting down.
And then I have a backwash just to avoid acne because I work out all the time.
5. So that's 5.
Yeah.
Wow. 5 different ones. That's
oh, and one for my vagina.
One for your vagina. That's good that you have a separate vagina soap.
Yeah, and a separate loofah.
You should have a separate loofah. Yeah. I use the same for the triangle wash.
Do you use a loofah or just like?
Usually I just do the triangle.
The triangle.
Every guy knows the triangle. What?
Hey, girls do the triangle too, because you can't get the soap in you, because that's.
No, and you got to go down on it. You can't go up. I know these things. I've bathed people before. You didn't need to know, but you know now. just like my Amazon account, because there are some shady things in there, because it's mainly just T-shirts. But if you went down, it'd be like T-shirt, pants, T-shirt, butt plug, T-shirt, pants.
I respect you.
It's not for me.
Uh-huh.
And it's not for me. Like, I've had visitors come into town. You know, you meet people in different cities, and they want to come hang out. So
I call that importing and exporting.
No, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. You meet somebody, but it's like, they're on business or whatever. It's like, well, why don't you come, fly on down? It's nice in Austin. It's a selling point.
It's beautiful weather here.
You come hang out, it's great. And so you buy some things to enjoy the weekend. Like Zach Smith is enjoying his time at the facilities at Ohio State, where he was, by the way, sleeping with an Ohio State staffer. That's what he was using all these for.
How old was he? I'm not assuming anything at this point.
I mean, with the shit he's buying, it could have been both.
That's
it could have been the whole team. It could have been the volleyball team. I have no idea what's going on up there. So yeah, he ordered 2K, slept with a staffer, took dick pics at the White House, which is a baller move.
No. I'm not giving him shit for that, because if my boyfriend went to the White House, he better send me a dick pic from the Oval Office.
Which is, that's pretty cool. Like, that was the part in the story they're trying to get him for. Like, and he took dick pics at the White House.
No, that's the part where
I'm like, pretty cool.
Release that shit.
That's not bad, right? Like,
no.
That does take some balls. I do not want to give this shitty human being any props.
No. I gotta turn down my excitement about this potential leak.
Yeah, but as far as like the egregious things and all of this, that one's not like. That's kind of like the punchline. It's kind of.
That's kind of like, I feel like everybody did that.
Yeah.
Everyone takes selfies. Everyone goes to the bathroom.
I don't take selfies. I don't take dick pics.
In the White House, if you were in the White House, you wouldn't take a selfie?
No.
What?
I don't take selfies. I don't live my life
You wouldn't have
online.
someone take a photo of you?
No.
Just to commemorate the fact that you were in the White House?
No, absolutely not.
Even though you're a piece of shit and you have no reason to be there?
Yeah, I get that, okay? I like to live my life, the real world out there, apart from all the selfies and the grams and all that bullshit that your generation likes to do.
Who's doing drugs?
I actually prefer to live in the moment. I don't need to take a picture.
All right, well, you work on the internet now?
That was my mistake. That was my biggest. My biggest blunder was going onto the internet and working on it, and not being a tech guy. I don't like it. I'm salty today. I'm frustrated by a few things.
I see that.
All right,
and you're taking it out on me.
I don't want to
deserve that.
I don't want to talk about Ohio State anymore. I just don't care.
Oh, I'm a little tired of it too. I thought I banned them last week. Wait, did we put a Georgia Bulldog up there instead? God damn it! I can't fucking catch a break.
It's so nice, isn't that cool? I don't really have that big of a problem with Georgia.
I have a problem with the SEC.
You have a problem with the SEC. I have a problem with the SEC. Certain teams in the SEC. I got teams
sucking the SEC's balls.
No, we are not. You lunatune. It's a fucking Oregon Duck. We have
fuck them.
UCLA Bruin. We got Youngstown State.
Fuck you.
I believe this is Southern Miss.
Fuck you.
We have SMU back there, which
cool.
is cool. And then I think Columbia. For the Lions? I don't know if that's the right colors. It might just be a lion with headphones on.
Listen, all I'm asking for is like, I don't know, like a
Florida State
blanket hanging over the something that has to do with Florida State.
Well, we have some stuff coming up with Florida State. We have a lot of football talk today. So on today's show, we are going to talk a little bit about the NFL. We're going to throw some shade their way. We're going to talk about a really, really dumb article. But the motives behind it I enjoy. That also comes from the world of college football. And then I thought to start the show today, we could play a game.
I like games.
Good.
That's why I don't text people back for days at a time.
You look like Jigsaw when you said that. By the way, never seen Saw, don't care to. Listen, this story is unbelievable. Even if you're not a football fan, this is just fun. This is a story that you can appreciate. I have this, you don't. I'm the host.
Okay,
just sit back, you relax, and get hit with this in the face. Here we go. Jalen Ramsey, one of the best D-backs in the NFL. Huge mouth, but he can back it up. I love this kid. Every time a mic is in front of him, it's gold, Jerry. So he sat down with GQ. We got his picture up on the set. He's a handsome
Fantastic photo, too. You know he works out in Austin in the offseason?
Does he really?
At On It.
I mean, does he really?
Yes.
I haven't seen him at On It.
Really?
I mean, I'm there every day.
He was here for like 3 weeks.
I see Earl Thomas there like every other day.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, or half the Seahawks for the most part.
Brother, I love you so much.
He was a beast. He's unbelievable. And so he went to sit down with GQ and had the best article I know
His reactions were just...
Yeah, we're a nation of hyperbole with everything, but this is the best article from a football player ever. Because it's straight truth. It's not player speak. It's not coach speak.
Like,
it's
his
from
PR
the
team was
heart.
not in on this interview.
No, he was just
and
solo.
It was gold.
So Jalen Ramsey sat down with GQ to talk about a bunch of stuff, but they ended up talking about quarterbacks, specifically 25 quarterbacks in the NFL. And this interviewer, bless their heart, whoever it was, did a really good job of just reeling him in and getting it out. So Jalen Ramsey broke down every quarterback in the NFL, from Drew Brees all the way to Josh Allen, and the responses are amazing. I don't have time to go through all of them, but just go read some of the...
Can we?
We can read a few. Like,
This could be a one-off segment.
You know what? Give me a team. Give me a team.
What did he say about Phillip Rivers?
What did he say about Phillip Rivers? Phillip Rivers, I think he's pretty good.
That was boring.
That's not bad.
Mariota.
I think Marcus Mariota is a great quarterback for their team.
For their team. See, that's slight shade.
It is. It's a little crazy.
Come on, give me.
You want
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady doesn't suck. Let me give you some bad ones, okay? Because those are some of the good ones. You pick the good ones. Eli Manning. It's not really Eli who's good. It's Odell Beckham. I won't say Eli's good. I'll say Odell's good. And their connection is good. Eli's won 2 Super Bowls. But it's Odell Beckham. Andrew Luck. I don't think he's really that good.
But he's not talking about in general. He's talking about currently. Is Eli Manning an elite quarterback currently?
No, he's not. Of course, he talks about Joe Flacco.
So, of course, he's saying Odell Beckham since Odell has been on the team.
That's true. Which
not letting you shoot a hole in this.
Well, I'm shooting a hole.
Pretty airtight.
It's this one.
Right.
This one's airtight. Joe Flacco.
Not elite.
I'm just gonna be honest about it. Joe Flacco sucks.
Yes!
I played him 2 years in a row.
I love you.
He sucks. That is so good.
It's amazing. The only thing that would have made it better is if he literally said Joe Flacco is not an elite quarterback.
That would have been, I mean, he's basically saying that. He took it a step further. I think it's awesome. This one was really good. I agree with this one. We both agree with this one. He talks about Josh Allen from the Bills. I think Allen is trash. I don't care what nobody say. He's trash. He's going to show it too. That's a stupid draft pick to me. We play them this year. I'm excited as hell. I hope he's your starting quarterback.
I love him.
Who else are you going to get that from in the NFL?
I fucking love him.
It's so go read the article. There's so many good ones in there.
Can we link it in the description?
Yeah, we'll link it in the description. Mia, we are, let's see, when this show airs, I think we will be 4 days away from college football starting.
We will be.
I think it's like Prairie View, A&M, and Rice is going to be
I'm still going to watch that. You know, Lance Armstrong's son is starting for Rice.
Really?
Yes, Luke Armstrong. Shout out to Luke.
We need to get Lance on the show. He's supposed to be on the show. He went to Aspen for the summer.
Yeah.
California. All right. 4 days, I think, Mia, till college football starts. Hold on.
I get excited.
So we're going to play a game of this whole Jalen Ramsey thing. Is that him just throwing, it's basically just word association when it comes to like these quarterbacks. So I thought we could do that for the top 25. So the top 25 AP poll comes out today at noon, so we don't have time to do that one, but we do have the top 25 coaches poll.
Yes.
So I figured we'd do a little game.
Yes.
To break this down, because we're not going to break down the top 25 because polls are fucking pointless.
Come on, they're exciting.
They are exciting. Yeah. That's the only thing they're good for. That's why we still have them. I enjoy that aspect, but the analysts that take the polls way too seriously, well, I think this team's a little too... It's going to be decided on the field, so shut the fuck up and watch the game.
Come on. I will take debate over college football on ESPN any day.
I like that. I enjoy that. But it is.
It gets my blood pressure high. It reminds me of hockey season. I love it.
It's just, they're just poking the bear.
I know.
They're not poking me.
They're
it may seem like I'm upset, but
I'm the one yelling back at my TV. Yeah, if anyone follows me on Instagram, they know that's what I'm doing.
Don't talk about people poking you. Listen, we're going to do the top 25 poll, okay? So we're going to go back and forth. Don't give me that look. It was a funny joke. Roll with it.
Roland, come on. I want to see
Roll
this.
Tide.
I will not give you that.
All right, so we have the top 25 poll. Basically what we're going to do, Mia, is we're going to go tit for tat, all right?
Why am I the tit?
We're going to go tat for tit. Fucker. And we're just gonna go back and forth. So you're gonna give a school, I'm gonna give a school.
I'm going first?
It's the first word or phrase that comes to your mind. We're gonna try and get through this as fast as possible, okay?
Okay.
All right, so do you want to start or you want me to start?
You start.
You want me to start? All right, here we go. Alabama.
Fuck them!
Okay, you.
Clemson.
Mom fucking.
What? No, we need to explain this.
God damn it. All right, Dabo Swinney slept with his mom in college for 3 years. Do you not know this story? Folks, I'm not making this shit up. Dabo Swinney.
Afford a place?
I don't know what the situation was. This is a true story.
Come out to be a real asshole.
No, that is a true fucking story. This ain't libel. This isn't slander. This isn't me making a joke. This is a well-known fact. Dabo admitted himself on an ESPN interview. He slept with his mom in college for multiple years in the same bed in his dorm.
Maybe she couldn't afford a place.
Maybe she couldn't. She was sleeping with her son for 3 years in college. As a man, there are things I know that happen to men in the morning. Don't tell me his mom didn't see or touch his boner on purpose or on accident. That's a thing, and that's fucking creepy.
Okay.
Even creepier, on top of that mattress, he gave the bed to his children to sleep in. It's like a family heirloom now. Of him and his mom sleeping in a bed in college, and he gave that to his kids.
All right, well,
is that not,
I'm glad you
that's
explained this.
fucking weird.
It is a little
weird.
He
Does win national championships.
Dabo was fucking awesome.
Go Clemson. All right, here we go. Ohio State.
Cock ring.
There you go.
Georgia.
Batteries. Their fans throw batteries.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
OU.
Texas.
What? Why?
Because Texas is better.
Trying to win brownie points on this show. I like that. All right, who do I got?
Washington.
Chris Peterson is one of the best coaches in America.
And he's so good looking too, isn't he?
Yes, he
God,
is.
he is so
He's
beautiful.
got cut jaw.
Ah!
Chris Peterson
God!
rocks.
Man. All
All right, Wisconsin.
Cheese.
Cheese, yeah.
And J.J. Watt.
And J.J. Watt.
Miami.
Fuck the U.
Trying to win brownie points with me.
Fuck the U. Penn State.
Pedophile.
I was going to say little boy diddlers. Fuck Penn State.
Fuck Penn State.
I almost want to go off on a tangent on that. That is a school that makes my blood boil.
There's 25 things on this list.
Fuck you, Penn State. Okay.
Fuck you, Penn State.
All right, who do I got?
Auburn.
Fuck Auburn.
Fuck Auburn!
Have one mascot. Pick a mascot.
Oh, yeah, that's
Is
bad
it a
too.
war eagle or a tiger? What? That's so stupid.
What is a war eagle?
Why would you be the Auburn Tigers and you're like, we should also have an eagle. We'll fly him across the stadium That's, I can't say this word.
You can't fly a tiger.
It's the R word. That is R word to the max. All right, Notre Dame.
Rudy.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Michigan State.
Rapists.
That's fair.
Sorry, Larry Nassar. You still have
That's
that
fair.
stain on you. Too early to be anything nice. I do like Sparty. Sparty knows how to throw a party, but rapist for right now. Okay, Stanford.
Overachievers.
Overachievers.
Yeah.
David Shaw is a man. By the way, we're going to talk about him here in a second. Who do I got?
Michigan.
Oh my God. You're so annoying. You are the Texas of the North. You have all the money in the world.
That's true.
You got a big ass stadium.
You got Jordan.
You're so fucking overrated. Your coach, he's getting annoying now. Harbaugh's getting annoying. He has reached peak annoying.
I still like him.
The khaki thing is stupid.
Nope,
hanging
I'm
out
buying Harbaugh.
Yeah, why don't you go beat Ohio State?
That's
Can't do that either. You're the Texas of the North. You suck. Okay, USC.
Which one?
Ooh, I like that.
Thank you.
That's throwing shade at both schools.
Thank you.
We know which one you know which one I mean.
I know which one you mean, but that's like I call USC East USC as well, and no one ever knows what I'm talking about. But I grew up on the East Coast, so USC was University of South Carolina to me.
Right. Yeah. But it's the Trojans.
Or
it's
the Gamecocks.
Or the Gamecocks. I like
Which,
that. All the USC
yeah.
fans.
I'll take any excuse to say Gamecocks.
Yeah, USC fans aren't even watching this. They're so fucking bandwagon. Them in Miami are like two of the biggest bandwagon programs ever. All
That's
right,
true.
Who do I have?
You have TCU.
The most annoying fans on the planet. I hate TCU. They are cockroaches. Cockroaches.
Or some would say.
Or they're horned frogs?
Yeah.
No, they're not. And their women suck because they wear Jesus sandals. I hate everything.
Oh,
about TCU.
God. Any woman who
Fucking
wears Birkenstocks is.
Frat daddies to the max. TCU is awful.
Yeah, I agree.
Virginia Tech.
Woof woof.
That's savage. Michael Vick. Okay, I respect that. Good job. Who do I have?
You have Mississippi State.
hardest place to play a night game in the SEC.
That is so much longer than one word. You do not understand the concept of this game.
We haven't been doing one word. I said one word or a phrase.
That is a full sentence.
Starkville at night is so hard to win. That place is like, it's got weird juju. I don't know what goes on there.
Oh, I don't like hearing about shit like that.
No, it is. I mean, ask Alabama, ask any team playing at Starkville. You do not want to go play down there. They got the cowbells out. It's a weird place. Dan Mullen is not there anymore, but like he had that thing rock and roll. That place is. I like Starkville. I would if any Mississippi State fans watch this, invite me to a game. I would love to go. Florida State.
I like how this turned out.
That's bullshit.
We didn't even plan that.
Yeah, what do you got for your own school?
4-8.
4-8? I think that's high.
West Virginia.
You know what? I could go a lot of different places with West Virginia. I'm sure a lot of people are thinking I could go with, incest, backwoods, deliverance. You know what? I'm not going to do that. Best quarterback in the country. They got it going on. It becomes the biggest town in West Virginia when they play football.
Yes.
You can't fly into there, can you?
No, it's a very expensive flight because the airport's so small.
Right, so you fly into where?
You probably fly into like Virginia, like IAD.
And then drive
to
Morgantown. That's cool. That's actually cool that you have to do that. It's like going on a little adventure. Like to get to the
beautiful drive. It's fucking gorgeous.
It's like to get to the top of the mountain to speak to the sages. You must take this path. I think that's kind of cool. Surprise team to win the Big 12 and go to the playoffs.
Really?
Not joking. I think they're the surprise team in the Big 12. We're getting away from the game.
Okay.
All right. Oh, how come you get these guys? Like, I want to go off on these guys, but you got them. Texas. Texas. These little horns, you're doing it wrong, but yeah.
Ow!
It's there. Put the thumb there. There you go.
But then this finger curls. I can't like.
Well, you got dumb thumbs in. You got stupid fingers.
Hold on. I can't like.
So hook 'em is what you're saying. You're being way too nice to Texas. What is wrong with your finger? What have you been doing with that finger?
It doesn't stay up when I go this low. They bend. Do I need to go to a doctor?
Put them down. Put your fingers away. Put them on the desk. I don't want them out for the show. It's gonna freak people out. Put your hands down there. All right. We'll put one hand where I can see it. There you go. Leave that hand down, put that hand out. Put that hand back down. No, that's the wrong one. Leave this one. Are you really gonna be that nice to Texas?
Dude, you know I'm a Texas sympathizer.
Oh,
if Florida State's my team, Texas is like my adopted. It's like the guy I'm dating's child. I have to love it.
You have to love it. You don't have to love that.
Do you?
I mean, it's put you in good standing with the person you're dating, but you don't have to like that child.
Exactly.
You should never hit a child.
Really?
Listen, Texas. I'm
Middle Eastern. We believe in beating.
Oh yeah, in stonings and all that shit. I watch the news.
That's only
I watch
if
Al
you hold
Jazeera.
hands with a boy before the age of 30.
Yeah, or just walk across the street the wrong way or whatever the fuck.
What you do.
All right, so I can't talk about Texas. Whatever. Who do I have?
Boise State.
Smurf turf, baby.
I hate them so much. I wish I could use the other hand to show how much I hate them.
No, you can't. I love them. Boise State's great.
Oh no, I fucking hate. I hate having to watch a home Boise State game.
Why? They're
because
great for college football.
Hurt.
They're great for college football.
It makes their fucking field was grandfathered into the rule change, and it's not fucking fair.
It's fine. They have a colored field. I'm pretty sure Eastern Washington, I believe, has a colored field. I think is it red or is it black? I feel like it's red end zone, black.
I think you're right. I think you're right. But either way, it's way better than the fucking blue.
Well, you know what? You have to give major props to Boise
State
because Boise State was one of the original teams that eventually pushed us to a playoff. If they didn't beat Oklahoma in that Fiesta Bowl, and they were original. No, they weren't the original BCS Busters. The original BCS Busters were Utah with Urban Meyer, I believe, back in 2004. But Boise State helped that push as well to say, hey, these teams can go. These teams can actually compete. Like this next team that I see is on the list. UCF. What do you got?
Charlie Strong.
Charlie, that's wrong. School.
USF.
USF.
God damn it.
What do you got?
I forgot about all the irrelevant UFs. God, who is there?
UCF.
I'm sticking with my original answer, Charlie Strong.
That's ridiculous.
Nope.
UCF,
It's word association. You can't tell me I'm wrong. It's literally the first thing that came to my head.
It's the wrong school. That's how much respect you have for the national champions from last year.
Oh, hell no.
I love that they're doing that.
I think it's pretty awesome, too.
It's great.
I also forgot that was them. That's how irrelevant they are.
Well, they had Scott Frost, who's back up in Nebraska. Well, who knows if he makes anything of that program. We'll see. They've been pretty irrelevant for, since they left the Big 12. One of my favorite stories. Can never beat Texas in the Big 12. So they cried and went back home.
God. LSU.
I mean, my love for LSU, clear. Clear
LSU
and scattered. Don't care for their athletic department or their football team, but I love their fans. I love Death Valley. I love the state of Louisiana, and I love Les Miles.
I love Les Miles, and I kind of love the Tigers.
The Tigers, no, I like coolest mascot. Tiger Mike is awesome. Rest in peace. Because the last Tiger Mike, I believe, just died. I think they have a new baby cub. I'm not sure how that works out. But Coach O is great. Terrible coach. Not going to work out for LSU.
Coach Orgeron looks like a final boss.
He does. And like a Street Fighter game.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the main guy?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. I don't know. But that's who he looks like. All right. You have the last one on the list, Oklahoma State.
I don't know.
I'm a man. I'm 40. Des Bryant.
Oh my God! I'm a man. I'm a man. These are kids. You want to go after someone? Go after me. I'm a grown man.
There's one of the best lines in college football history.
Yeah.
Sports history, actually. I'm a man. I'm 40.
I froze for a second because I confused Oklahoma State and OU like I always do.
How could you confuse either
Just like
one of those
UCF and USF, they don't matter to me.
No, I know they don't matter to you, but OU and Oklahoma State are so wildly different, it's not even funny. OU and Norman is a shithole, white trash town run by Toby Keith, who wears jean jackets. He wears a Canadian tuxedo to every game. He is one of the worst things about America. On the other side, Oklahoma City's not bad. Stillwater's kind of cool. I don't mind it. Nice campus. It's great. They're the Texas. You know, the Aggies are more the OU.
Oh.
You know, that's how it is for Oklahoma. Nobody can sell me that Norman is nice. It's not nice. It sucks. Oklahoma City, Stillwater, not that bad.
I couldn't
Pretty cool.
get out on the map.
Norman, it's just drive up 35. You'll find it.
That concludes our list.
That's the top 25. That's what we feel about some of those teams. I believe, Mia, outside of maybe like 3 teams, we pretty much insulted all of them.
No.
Well, I'm looking back.
Oh, you said outside of 3 teams.
Yeah, I said Michigan State rapist just because that's what comes to mind with Larry Nassar. I think I was nice to 2 schools, West Virginia and LSU.
I was nice to Texas.
Which is ridiculous.
Why?
No reason you should be nice to Texas.
I live 5 minutes from them.
Who gives a shit?
Me.
I care about the Longhorns. Good Lord. So, yeah, actually, I want to get into this next one because we're throwing shade at some of these schools. And there's another poll that came out where I don't understand why these things come out. Again, it's to poke the bear, but it's dumb. It's dumb. Do we get to talk about it? Yeah, which is fun that we get to do that, but these are such a waste of time. CBS did a poll where they anonymously interviewed, I think, 25 coaches to ask who was the most overrated coach in the country in college football, who was the most underrated coach in college football. Why would you be asking your peers that? It's not cool.
Why?
I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way.
Why?
No, I mean, I like it because, like, Jalen Ramsey, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I don't like that this is anonymous.
Yeah, that's what maybe that's what bugs me.
That to leak.
Maybe that's what bugs me is like,
leak
I want to know.
coaches polls, not nudes.
There you go. Thank you. There you go. Leak polls. So, overrated coaches in the country. The first one will go through the top 5. This is funny because it starts.
I resent this already.
Willie Taggart at Florida State got 20% of the responses. Number 2 is James Franklin at Penn State, got 20% of the responses. Don't want to be a race baiter, but the top 2 guys who are overrated are black. Interesting. Kirk Ferentz at Iowa, completely agree at 13%. Lane Kiffin.
I do not agree with that.
And
Lane
5
Kiffin
other coaches.
Is a fucking god. He reverse point shaves blatantly, and I love it.
Absolutely. Lane Kiffin is a gem to college football.
He really is.
I disagree.
For all of the PC bullshit that goes around college football, Lane Kiffin is a breath of fresh air.
He keeps it 100, just like Jalen Ramsey does. Those 2 guys, they need to be on the same team together.
Yeah.
I don't agree with this list, though. I don't think James Franklin should be anywhere near the top as overrated Penn State has been great under his tutelage, bringing them back from basically a death penalty with football. It wasn't a death penalty, but what happened with the bowl ban in Penn State and, of course, with Jerry Sandusky. They're going to compete for the Big Ten title this year. He's recruited well. That program is rolling. Willie Taggart, I will agree with. I mean, what has he done? Hey,
I agree with it
Willie, do something. Best callback on this show, period. He went 7-5 at Oregon and bounced. We'll see what he does this year at Florida State. He might be a little overrated. That job might be a little bit too big for him. I'm not sure. Could be proven wrong. We'll see what DeAndre Francois does this year for him. Probably not a lot. Like you said, 4-8. Kirk Ferentz on that list. Kirk Ferentz is the enigma in college football. This man, if you go look at his record, not that good. This man is a sneaky fox. He's a sneaky cat, Mia, because Kirk Ferentz isn't a good coach. Save 1 out of every, 4 to 5 years where his extension is on the line. And
That's hilarious.
And then he has, Iowa will go 11-1, and Iowa will be like, we need to keep Kirk around. See, this is validation for why we keep paying him all this money and keep extending his contract. The longest tenured coach in college football, or one of the longest tenured coaches in college football, is keep him around. He doesn't do anything.
I love it.
When have they gone to do they don't do anything, ever.
They need a Willie Taggart on that team.
Except every 4 to 5 years.
That's hilarious.
I love it. He's absolutely one of the most overrated
I respect
coaches.
the fuck out of that.
He should also be at the top of this list because for that same reason, he is the most underrated coach in the country. He's keeping his job.
Most underachieving coach.
It's nuts. So the most underrated coaches in college football are David Shaw at Stanford, Chris Peterson, Dan Mullen at Florida, Pat Fitzgerald at Northwestern, Kyle Whittingham at Utah. That's a pretty decent list, if you ask me. I think Chris Peterson should be at the top.
I agree.
I think when it comes to college football minds in the country, it goes Saban, obviously, #1. I think it goes Urban Meyer, #2, which is hard to debate. And then #3 is kind of up for grabs. I put a Chris Peterson up there. The guy, his football IQ is off the charts. Waited for a long time to leave Boise to go take that Washington job. They've been in the conversation since. They'll be in it again with Jake Browning, who I think he's a junior now or senior, helming the position at quarterback. They got a lot of talent up there. He's done a great job. David Shaw, obviously. Brainiac McGee down there at Stanford, who they just pump out like just crazy big offensive linemen. They're they're the Wisconsin of California.
Oh my God. They don't even, I mean, what do they have down there? Kale?
What?
How are they feeding
at Stanford?
them?
That and microprocessors. I don't know what they do. That was a Tech Valley reference or Silicon Valley. Pat Fitzgerald is always on that list. Again, he is the Kirk Ferentz of Chicago because I'm just like, that's all. I'm just comparing these coaches now. Northwestern doesn't do anything, but Pat, it's like Northwestern knows they will never get better than him. They will never get a better coach than Pat Fitzgerald.
They're settling. It's like staying with.
There's certain schools that need to settle and know that they got their guy and like, don't lose your guy because nobody else is going to come take this job. Northwestern is only relevant because of Pat Fitzgerald.
That's true.
And then Kyle Whittingham at Utah, absolutely agree. That's a really good list. Again, I think that Kirk Ferentz should be at the top of it just for simply being able to keep his job.
I don't like the overrated list.
The overrated list, it is odd that
Franklin and Kiffin don't belong on there. They actually belong on the underrated.
Yeah, I don't know why James Franklin is. I don't know why the two.
You know what it is?
Two black guys. It's two black guys at the top of the overrated list.
It's like the black quarterback curse.
It is a black quarterback curse.
Can't draft 2 black quarterbacks in a row.
That's such a dumb curse, but I get it. Speaking of that, why don't we just get into this? Every other show does this. Well, we're gonna do it just because we need to.
Wait, what are we doing? Getting canceled?
No, we're not gonna get canceled. Maybe we get canceled.
Oh God. Oh.
NFL helmet rule. Let's go and talk about it.
The fucking Go ahead.
No,
It is the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard. This rule change is going to do nothing but slow the game down, make people mad, and someone is going to lose a very important game over a very stupid call.
Can we see an example of this? Do you guys mind showing us and our viewers an example? Just one example of the many that have come out already in the preseason.
Corey Grant got the Jags a first down. Here's a big rush on Kessler, and it's a sack. Flag comes in late.
It didn't even touch his helmet. Here, that was all shoulder.
Roughing the passer by the defense.
That's roughing the passer now. Doesn't lower his helmet. He lowers his body because he extends his arms. That now is roughing the passer. That could lead into an ejection. There's so many things to like kind of break down in this. Richard Sherman kind of said it best. So many players have called out this rule mainly because they don't understand it.
Yeah.
Because there is no rhyme or reason for this rule other than the fact that the NFL, for as big of a brand as they are still trying to figure out a way to make themselves look like the good guys when we all are very aware that they are the bad guys. CTE is a thing. CTE is not caused by football, but football can cause CTE. Something they refuse to admit. However, they're trying to make the game safer. They're trying to make the game safer by putting in this rule that does not make the game safer whatsoever. I actually think there's going to be more injuries because of this shit. Because it doesn't make sense. Richard Sherman calling it out saying there is no make an adjustment to the way you tackle. Even in a perfect form tackle, the body is led by the head.
Yeah.
The rule is idiotic and should be dismissed immediately. When you watch rugby players tackle, they are still leading by their head. We'll be flagged football soon saying the game is going to go that way. So for anybody that wants to know, like, well, hey, Tyler, this is actually the way the rule goes, this is verbatim what the rule is. The rule calls for flags anytime an offensive or defensive player initiates contact with his helmet to any part of an opposing player's body. This was approved in March and could result in the ejection if the penalty is deemed particularly severe. So what that is saying right there in the rule is that it is subjective. Offsides is not subjective. You know, roughing the passer or leading with your helmet, when you see it helmet to helmet launching yourself, that's not subjective. This rule is. So now it's the Wild West. The refs can decide to do whatever they want to do. That play right there was not roughing the passer.
No.
His helmet didn't even touch him. You could even see at the last second he tried to pull up. For anybody out there, like Richard Sherman said, try and go run and do something on a dime like that.
Honestly, that's how ACLs get torn.
That is how, yes. They polled the players a few years ago and asked them if you could get injured in any part of your body, what was the body part you would not want to get injured?
Fucking knee, your ACL.
Knee was overwhelmingly at the top of the poll. Overwhelmingly. Because that's in your career. Helmet to helmet, that happens every single play. You could literally have a ref now. If two offensive linemen are going at it too hard and their helmets smack together, you could eject a player. That doesn't make any sense. None of this makes the game safer for what it's trying to do. And the NFL has got to quit doing this, and the public has got to quit doing this. You talked about it once when we did a test show where you said it was like cigarettes. Football is like cigarettes. You know it's bad for you. The warning labels come on the package, though, now. You can still smoke in this country. You want to smoke in this country and get lung cancer? That is your prerogative to do so. You know full well that it can cause cancer. It can kill you. It can give you all these other things that can happen to you. These are modern-day gladiators. They know what they're signing up for.
Yeah. I mean, football will never die because there will always be someone to step up who wants the paycheck, who wants to play, who actually has a passion. I mean, there's some players who literally only do it for a paycheck, and there's some who fucking love football. But he's completely right. Sherman's right. It's going to be flag football soon.
It is.
And that's not going to stop people from playing it. It's going to stop fans from watching it because it will get so tedious and dragged out and boring.
And that's where things like the XFL coming back.
Yes.
Vince McMahon, like, there could be something to that. There'll be other places that
CFL,
people can go
Argos.
to. College football could just become bigger. None of this works. What's amazing to me with the NFL is they know that without a doubt, all of us are going to watch. All of us will suffer. At some point, we'll break, but we know it won't be now.
No.
They know it won't be now. They're going to try and make this new rule to appease moms, to say, well, we're trying to make sure that your kids don't,
I'm so sorry. I thought I was going to sneeze.
it's okay, that your kids don't, get CTE. These guys know what they're doing. They know what they're signing up for. Anyways, fuck the NFL. Am I going to watch every game? You bet your ass I am.
Oh my God.
Am I going to be locked and loaded for NFL Red Zone? Yeah. My Sundays are booked.
Red Zone.
Red Zone is the way to go, my darling.
Sunday ticket. I like to watch the game.
You like to watch the games? I don't, because guess what? On Red Zone, I don't have to watch national anthems. On Red Zone, I don't have to watch stupid fucking commercials.
Well, that's why you
on
flip through
Red
all
Zone,
of them.
I'm not going to have to watch the game get stopped down by these stupid fucking penalties.
You need to work on your ADHD or ADD.
No. Red Zone is great. It cuts out all the bullshit I don't want from the NFL. None of the dumb commercials, the dumb commentary. It is simply players scoring, players getting their balls over line, and that makes me happy.
I'm waiting for the moment you can sync up your fantasy team to your Red Zone account so that it.
Well, I'm sure you can. I mean, they constantly give you fantasy updates on Red Zone, which is the best part.
Yes, but I only want my players' fantasy update.
I get that. We're by the way, we need to come up with our fantasy football team. It's either something we could do a league on the show. We could do it with our fans.
Let's do it.
I'm
gonna whoop all of their asses.
You had Kirk Cousins as your quarterback last year. That's fucking trash.
And Jameis Winston.
Trash. Talk about two trash quarterbacks. One trash person, one amazing person. Kirk Cousins is the nicest.
Okay, hide your boner. This is a morning show.
He's so great. Just the most charming smile. What a wonderful man. He really is. Kirk Cousins is a great guy. It's actually killing it for the Vikings right now. That team could have won the Super Bowl. You know what? The Vikings.
Shut the fuck up!
The fucking Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl. That defense is salty. Talking about salt. Whew. That could be a team to watch. NFC North, what's going on? That's really good. So we're gonna, what do you think? Let's do that. You love doing this every show. It's pushing my shit off the desk. It's great. So fantasy football team?
I'm down.
We'll make it a 10-team league, PPR, and we'll have people sign up.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Play with the fans.
Yes.
We should put some money on the line too.
Yes.
By the way, last week we had a really fun moment, and I appreciated it. You destroyed the Ohio State photo. You ripped it out.
But we replaced it with an SEC mascot, so I don't really know if I'm proud of myself.
I moved a picture because I love this dog. It's great. Little Georgia Bulldog.
So ugly.
It's good bull. It's Ugga with some roses on his head. They went to the Rose Bowl last year, connecting dots, Mia. Anyways, we asked our fans to give us some fan art suggestions to replace the photo that you destroyed. Check it out. Do you remember what you said last week the fan art should be?
Something Florida State?
No, that's dumb. Why would we ever put that on the show? Clearly, don't knock the coffee mug off, you daft bitch. You're the fucking worst. Stop. Look, this is what we came up with.
Let me see that.
Well, show it to the fans first.
Let me see it first!
It's for the fans to see. It's fan art.
Oh my God.
You're so selfish.
What flavor are those chicken wings?
This is what we got.
No, I need to know. Because if they're lemon pepper, I'm not reaching for them like that.
I don't know. I think they're regular wings. This is an actual photo shoot we're going to do where this is you naked with your little weenus. You got your little
Or a big clitoris.
It's your little weenus right there hanging out.
Weenus.
And then I'll be over here just chilling as God because that's what I am. I have the beard and the hair.
This is amazing. We need to recreate this.
Thank you so much. I believe our friend Peter Hayes made this beautiful piece of art. Thank you so much, Peter, for doing so.
That is fantastic.
We're going to put it right up here for everybody to see now, okay? There we go.
I love it.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the show today. A lot of college football talk, shorter show. I'm actually, big announcement, taking Sportsball. Yeah, I'm pregnant, yes. Who's the father? Get an abortion. So I'm going to be taking Sportsball on the road. I'm traveling to LA and San Francisco to stop by Funhouse and Kind of Funny to hop on their shows, promote the show. Should have a lot of fun with that.
That's awesome.
That'll be great.
Tell them I said hi and hug Portillo for me.
I will.
And tell Jen she's Canadian.
I will tell Jen she is Canadian. We'll have a good time with that. And Mia, next week when we come back and do this show, we'll be able to talk about some college football.
Yes.
Because games will have actually happened.
Fuck yeah.
Cannot wait.
I can't wait.
All right. Prayers up to Aretha Franklin. You were the best. Aretha Franklin was the bomb. Thank you so much. Mia, for the show today. Thanks to our amazing casting crew.
Why do you keep saying that like I'm a special guest? I'm here every week with you.
Mia, thanks for doing the show with us today. We appreciate it. Thanks to
Can I use my right hand again?
Thanks to our broadcast crew who kills it every single week. They are the best in the world.
Are we just doing shout outs at the end of the shows now?
Yeah, because we're canceling the show. Just kidding. And that's going to do it for another episode of Sportsball.